People of the internet. My name is Cassandra, and what is irony? Irony, as defined by the dictionary, is a situation which goes the opposite way that one is expecting, often in an amusing or sort of morbidly amusing way. But in Alanis Morissette's 1996 song, Ironic, irony seems to be lacking. Look, I'm not here to rehash the same arguments that people have had for centuries, but I will talk about Alanis Morissette's Ironic because it grinds my gears how a lot of the things in the song are not ironic. Like, if you're gonna make a song titled Ironic with the tagline, isn't it ironic? At least know what irony is. Okay, so today we're going to review Ironic by Alanis Morissette, line by line, and go through what I believe is irony and what is not. And before you come at me, I'm not like, an English major or anything. These are just my opinions as someone who has lived in the world a long time with the knowledge of irony. So, yeah, that's all. That's all this is. The next line is about it's ironic because there's a black fly in your Chardonnay. No, this is not ironic. This is just a black fly in your Chardonnay. For it to be ironic, there would have to be like a precipitating incident. Like if you asked to switch seats because there were too many flies in the seat that you're at, and then when you get to your new seat, that's when a black fly falls into your Chardonnay, then that would be ironic. But just having a black fly in your Chardonnay is just, not very good wine. The next line we're looking at is, it's a death row pardon, but the execution was the day before or something to that effect. Yes, this is irony. That is ironic if you get pardoned, but you were just killed. Yes. It's like rain on your wedding day. No, it isn't, because rain on your wedding day is just weather. It's not irony. It's just bad luck if you wanted a sunny day. Like, it's not irony at all. I can tell you an ironic story about a wedding. The married couple were so afraid to get their clothes wet that they hid under the tarp the entire time, but it never rained. Then when they finally came out from under the tarp to take some pictures, it started pouring. That's ironic and has to do with rain. But just rain on your wedding day alone, not ironic. It's the good advice you just didn't take. Well, this depends on the advice. If the advice was just like, invest in the stock market, then you not taking that advice is not ironic. It's just that you didn't take the advice. But if the advice was like, you should get this specific number for the Powerball, and then you don't, and then that specific number wins, then that would be irony. The next line is, a man who's afraid to fly goes on his first flight, and that's the flight that crashes. That is ironic, okay? So yes, if you're deathly afraid of flying, you go on your first flight and it crashes, then yes, that is irony. So the next line says, life has a funny way of sneaking up on you when you think everything's going right, and then life has a funny way of, bringing you back up when life is going wrong. Those two things separately are not ironic. Like life, like some bad thing happening when good things were happening is not irony. But them together, the fact that every time a good thing happens, a bad thing happens, and then every time a bad thing happens, a good thing happen, that could be considered irony. A traffic jam when you're already late, that's not irony, that's just bad planning. Like, if you specifically left early not to be late, and then there was a traffic jam that made you late, that would be irony. But just there being a traffic jam when you're already late, that's not really ironic. that's kind of just to be expected, I think, in the city. A no smoking sign on your cigarette break? No. I see what she's going for, but that doesn't even make sense. Like, how is it ironic that you're specifically going against the rules? Like, that's not irony, that's just rule breaking. And don't smoke where it says not to smoke. It's like 10,000 spoons when all you need is a knife. That one could be considered irony. Like, you have so many spoons, but all you need is a knife. That one, yes, could be considered irony. And it's like meeting the man of your dreams and then meeting his beautiful wife. I guess, yes, I would say it does count as irony to meet this man after searching for, one all your life, let's say, and then, finding out that he's actually married. So yeah, I would say that is kind of ironic. I hope you enjoyed this short little video deep diving into the ironies of Ironic by Alanis Morisette. And I hope the song gets stuck in your head, because it's definitely stuck in mine. If you like this video, please show it some love by liking and commenting on the video. And you can go follow me on all my social medias linked below. And if you didn't like this video and you still liked it and commented below, now, wouldn't that be ironic?